Well, hey everybody, I'm out at my next stop. Take your guesses. I am at the Great Salt Lake National Park and Marina, which the marina doesn't seem like much. This is where we're camped, right here next to the road. Yeah, not really a road, but quite the journey just to get in here. You got a few RV spots, but this is the Salt Lake. As you can see, it's quite low. I'll walk you over to the other side here in a minute, show you the marina. Be happy we don't have smell-o-vision, it stinks. Yeah, been a little simple setup here, and just basically unloaded the Jeep so we can use it tomorrow to go for a drive. Yeah, let me walk out here a ways and get back to you. As you can see, it's not much of a marina anymore. A lot of the docks are sitting on the ground. Kind of too bad. Boy, it does stink though. Yeah, I figured to go for a walk while I'm here. And tomorrow we're gonna go for a drive around. I think the wife wants to go see the Salt Flats. So we'll do some filming out there also. Well maintained. Concrete looks good. There are quite a few people out here right now. Cool looking plant. Bunch of them along here. Yeah, it's too bad to see all these docks empty. A little bit of water, but not enough for a boat, that's for sure. I'm on a trail out here to a place called Taz Point. So I figured, what the heck, we'll check it out. But yeah, you can see that marina. That's kind of sad. Looks like there's a marina shop over there. Tons of boats parked there. Obviously, you can't put them in the water. Nice little barrier here between what probably used to be the lake. You can see maybe the big tower over there. I have no idea what it is. We haven't looked it up yet. And the snow-capped peaks, of course. Got those snow-capped peaks all the way around this area. And so I had to drive through some of them to get here today. I think we hit 5,500 feet on the drive today, which isn't bad. Roads are clear and dry. Very cold, but clear and dry. Imagine when the lake was up all the way, this place was booming year round. Even some of these rocks are pretty cool looking. Seen some volcanic rock here and there on the ground. Not a whole lot of it, but enough to know this area was once active. As far as big rocks go, no telling how far away they came from. Sorry about walking into the sun like this, but do what we have to do sometimes. So you can kind of see overall size of the park, and we're in slot number 2, so maybe 9 or 10 slots for RVs. They got a couple of resident RVs too, which are probably the park rangers, because there are a couple of park rangers here. It's a wonder they haven't completely shut the place down. Surprises me it's open. We're looking southwest at this direction here. Wow. Just mud flats for a long ways. It's a big lake, even being low as it is. Wouldn't dare walk out there in that mud. Looks like you would just sink as deep as it is. Interesting, at least. I've never been here before, so. The temperature's not bad. It's about 40 degrees. Probably well below freezing with this wind chill. Cool. Hopefully you get a little better of a scene tomorrow when we go out to the Salt Flats, which I still have no idea where to go, but I'll look that up later. So they call this Taz Point, huh? So you can see there's not really much access for boats going in and out. Small little channel, kind of small even when the water was up. Imagine you had to go real slow to get through here. Not bad. We're here for today and tomorrow, and next day we leave, and next day we're going to Nevada. I'm not sure where we're going there yet either, but you know, I kind of play it day by day. The wife made the schedule, I just do the driving. And from Nevada, I guess we're going back down into Utah again. A little further south. I don't know if that's where we hit Zion or not, but we're definitely gonna hit Zion. We're gonna hit Bryce Canyon, Grand Canyon, and I think we're gonna stop a couple places in Arizona also before we have to be in Yuma, Arizona for December 1st. Interesting patterns in the rocks. That's volcanic. Like the black stuff, I know for sure. Definitely different. All right, I'm not going to bore you with the walk back down this little trail. I'm sure at some point I'll walk out behind the camp down into the grass out there and see what is there and what isn't. Right now there, you can see down there's a little viewpoint. They got viewfinders and stuff like that. You can look at the birds. First got here, the shoreline was just covered with white, and I thought it was maybe salt, but no, not salt. White birds of some sort. I don't know what they are yet. I'm sure I could find out once I go into the visitor center over there. They do have facilities here, bathrooms, showers, stuff like that. I imagine they get a lot of day visitors. It is a fee area, so you got to pay to get in here no matter what. We had reservations, so it was pretty easy for us. They already reserved us a site and everything, which I think there's only 2 or 3 empty ones right now. 2. Yeah, there's definitely some big rocks. A lot of scarring from them moving them around and stuff, for sure. But, you know, I expect this on an ocean jetty. I don't really expect it on a lake. But I imagine at one time when the lake was up and the winds got whipping, probably pretty powerful. An old flagpole stands. You can see that the poles are long gone, but the concrete stays. Kind of normal. That's a cool looking rock. A conglomeration of rocks. Nothing fancy. On our drive here, they did have some geological sites that you could visit. But hey, when I'm driving point A to point B, at least in the motorhome. So we didn't stop at any of them. Maybe one day when I'm not on a tight schedule, I can do something like that. I think that's a pretty cool one. The black spots all over it. And that's just not really a sandstone, but you can see the dark rocks embedded in it. That's pretty cool. Where the dark rock is just part of it, and it's got like a mud coating on her. Interesting. Get a little deeper here. Yeah, hard to say. Still cool looking. Sorry, I do like my rocks, even if they're ugly and don't got much to say, but they do talk. Yeah, beach access point for Silver Sands Beach. You look way out there, you can see my kid out there already, so I have to move a little bit to catch up to him by the time he gets down there. Not bad access. Looks like they did the rocks in concrete to kind of keep them in place. Doesn't really matter now that the water's down so low. Yeah, imagine at one time this was all lake. Kind of crazy. It's been down for a while. It's pretty solid looking through here. You can see a little bit of the footprints, but not by much. Get back to you when we get down to the water. Well, down by the beach, checking out what's in the tide lines, which isn't much of anything. Looks like sawdust and feathers. Yeah, I've already seen a dead bird too. Some of the spots on the beach really look soft. Others aren't too bad. Overall, the water, you get out there a couple feet, it looks like it just gets really murky. But yeah, kind of weird. I think about 10 years ago, and we'd be standing well deep in the water. Yeah, you stand in one spot long enough, you start to sink. But up here above, it's hard pack. This is weird. And there's another dead bird.
Another one.
Oh, another one, yep. You can see where when it rains, I guess, is what happens. Water erodes a little bit, but interesting. I mean, this is literally salt crystals on top of the water, or on top of the sand here. Little clumps of it here and there. Interesting. Like this. Get out of the light here. Like a layer of salt. When you look at it, it's pretty decent thickness. You can see some of the plates of it that are moved around. And of course, kid had to find a rope. I'm not sure I would touch it, but he's got gloves on. Definitely a strange beach, and it does stink. Oh, another dead bird. Another dead bird over there. There are a lot of birds out here. Beautiful day. A little cold, but beautiful out. Yeah, I just thought I'd share where we're camped. You can see where everybody's parked over there. And I will find out what that big tower is. Some kind of processing plant over there. That's a huge tower. Pretty crazy out here. Wasn't even sure I was going to see much of a lake at all because, you know, I know the water table is way down, but this is pretty cool. You can definitely see the salt crystals here, kind of reflecting in the sunlight. Not very deep, but you can see definitely a layer of it right on the surface. Interesting. Well, this is soft too. Can't stay in one place too long. This didn't dry up that long ago. I can see the footprints here. Get a little harder over here. I'll walk this way. Interesting. I've never been to a place like this. It kind of reminds me of some of the places I've been on the beaches, like Tokeland, Washington, where when the tide's out, and huge open sand areas. This isn't tidal land. This is definitely rain and not rain. Which I can definitely see. Any of this lighter colored stuff is the salt deposits. Basically the water dries up and then leaves the deposits behind. This is it too. But you can't really tell. It looks like a sand, but it's a salty sand for sure. Here's a little bit from the last rain or so. Hard to say. I don't remember the last time it rained here. Haven't looked up much information since I've been here. It's pretty cool. Does stink pretty bad, but it's still pretty cool. They got an observation point up here. Go walk up there and see what it's got to say. It's pretty cool. Olympic symbol, Salt Lake, 2002. Says it twice around the pedestal. Interesting. Kennecott Island Seashore Bird Reserve. Cool. Looks like a couple of these are well worn, hard to read. Yeah, definitely hard to read. Pictures are almost completely wore off. Not a bad little lookout point.